Hey Stampers, it's the Pampered Stamper, and it is a Friday in Chatham, Ontario, Canada, and it is so good to be with you today. So please, when you join in, let me know where you're from. I kind of like to know what the weather is. Maybe tell us what you've been stamping with. Let me know which stamp set you would like me to feature, because I am almost out of my new stamp sets that I've ordered. I was looking through the stack, and except for the ones that are just strictly words, I've used all of them. I've done a video with all of them. So that means we've been super productive. It's almost the end of June. So that's a lot of days of videoing and a lot of stamp sets to use. And of course, I did use the prized Peony. See, I'm saying it right now. I've said it so many times, or Peony Garden Suite. Now remember, you can get that bundle for free if you get the starter kit. And you can do it through me if you live in Canada. Otherwise, you have to find someone else. You can use my cross-border buddy, Julie Gilson in Michigan. She's awesome. And yeah, otherwise you can find someone else somewhere in the world or somewhere near you. But I would advise that when you sign up with someone, take some time to find out who you're signing up with, because you're going to have a relationship with that person. That person could either help you a lot or be of no use to you at all. And I've had a lot of demonstrators come to me with questions, and they say things about their upline, but you have to remember, it's not fair to ask things of another demonstrator when you have an upline, because they're not getting any benefit from you. And that's why I started the training group, actually, because I was getting so many questions. So I thought for $5 a month, I'll answer everybody's questions. I'll do weekly videos. You get PDFs. It's an amazing deal. So, and that way you can just start your own group of people who help you. So I can be your pseudo upline if you like. Anyway, today we're going to be using the birds and branches. Hi Shelly, hi Diane, hi Bev. Sorry, I just started looking at my screen now. There's a bunch of dies in there, and so what I do before my video is I do like to crank out a few of the dies, because I honestly do not like using the big shot on screen. I'm just not patient enough. I can't imagine that you like watching me roll the thing through. So I cut out a few ahead of time, and other than that, I have done nothing, so we're going to play. It's a two-step stamp, so there's birds that you can make with 2 steps, and actually 3 steps, because the, hi guys, because the legs are separate too. So this could be a very interesting play, okay? So yeah, and tonight is my first online bingo. And we do have a few people coming in person as well. So this feels crazy. I'm almost as nervous as I was for my very first event. I'm baking pavlovas. They're in the oven because they're also gluten-free. So that's really nice for everybody. And if you are joining in online, be sure to check in on the Facebook event page. If you can't find it, email me. Because there's a link to the Zoom meeting as well. If you only want a link to the Zoom meeting, let me know. But I will try to track down everybody's emails and message you the Zoom link meeting as well. So that way you can join in either with Zoom or with Facebook Live. So should be fun. And let me know if you got your kit. If you did not get your stamp set and your bingo card and your card kit, then let me know, and I will take a picture of a bingo card for you so that you can use that. You can just draw it out or print it off or whatever, okay? So, I'm not sure, Anne-Marie, which one did you want? You want a link? Well, we'll talk later, okay? So, I am going to flip the camera, and you know what that means. I'm not gonna ask you to do a squat or a plank or any other exercise, just maybe close your eyes, because when I flip the camera, you know, things move a little bit and it gets a little wonky, and I have to fiddle with the camera stand to make sure it's right. I have a fan blowing, and it's blowing a little hair that's tickling my forehead. That's driving me nuts. But anyway, in a minute I'll be off camera, so then I can do whatever I want. I can make faces, I can scratch my head, and you won't know, as long as I keep talking. All right, anyway, let's get started and see what happens. Oh, the pavlova, yeah. I'll let you know how they turn out. I made little ones this time, and I put them in a big Ziploc bag with a little tip on the end to squeeze them all out, and halfway through my Ziploc bag decided to spring a leak, so it got a little messy. Anyway, I think they'll be really good. We're going to have them with strawberries and whipping cream. So anything with whipping cream and strawberries has got to be good. Okay, guys, flip the camera, and that's my orchid window. Okay, now I've got it on resume, but I still have to figure out with my other hand how to get this thing down. So, there. Oh, that's pretty good. I actually think I won the battle this time. Okay, it's gonna move around. Oh, whoa, whoa, sorry. There. Okay, here we go. We don't need this. Now, I want to show you, first of all, this. I first stamped the birds. They're a two-step stamp, and you can tell they are not perfect. They were off a little bit, and it really bugged me. The one is a little bit better than the other, but it still wasn't perfect, and I thought, you know what? This calls for a Stamparatus. Before we do that, here's the stamp set. So we have a bird facing either way, and also the bird has a slightly different tail. And there's 2 steps for each bird. There's an extra wing that you can add on. I haven't even played with it all. There's 2 different kinds of legs for the bird. One where he's clinging onto the branch, one where he's standing on something. There's eggs, there's a nest, and there's a branch. So, let's see. I am going to just take a plain piece of Whisper White. I have the nest here, and we're going to take some soft suede. Yeah, I do love to bake, and that's one thing I miss about my class is that I didn't have a reason to bake a lot. There, so there's the nest, and here, the color I used there is soft suede. Now here are the eggs, and what's cool about the eggs is that you stamp 3 at a time. We'll put them in the nest. Why not? That doesn't look so great, but see, so you can stamp off and get 3 different colors of eggs, which is kind of nice. And then the framelit that goes with also cuts 3 at a time. So that's really cool. I'm just going to leave that out. What else do I have? I did find out that the legs for the bird, here they are 2 different kinds, okay? So if you cut them with the framelits, there's a short one and a long one. And you see how they're, yeah, so they're not 2 of the same. That's really important because otherwise it cuts out wrong. Ask me how I know. Okay, let's see. We're going to do the big branch. Never lose this thing. You should actually put it back into your case because those things are really hard to find. We'll clean off the nest. So did the camera freeze again? I really hope not. It did stop for a minute because, let me see. Well, it still says I'm live, so I don't think it froze. Maybe something happened on your computer. All right, I took the nest off. I'm going to take the skinny branch, and with the branch, you want to lay it down and then pick it up, okay? And let's have a look. There's the branch, and we'll clean it off. So I found my, oh good, thanks Anne-Marie. I found my bee die. My bee die has been missing for months. And I was cleaning up my cardstock, putting the new stuff in. And in my lovely lipstick folder was the bee die with some washi tape on it still. I was so excited. So now I hope I find my, there's the other branch. I hope I find my little stamp from the Forever Fern because, I mean, it was brand new. I used it once in a video and that's it. I'm sure it's stuck under paper or something, but I haven't found it yet. Okay, so here we have a thing of leaves. I don't know where it's from yet. We're about to find out. And I love the Granny Apple Green because it's just such a bright color. It went off and then back on. Yeah, okay, Donna, you know what? I think that when I was trying to get my camera in the stand, it went off for a minute. And then it asked me if I wanted to resume, and I said yes. Okay, so when you're trying to figure out where the leaves go, you kind of have to turn it like a kaleidoscope, and all of a sudden, it will make sense. That looks pretty good. See? Isn't that cute? I don't think that it goes with this one, although, you know, maybe it can. Yeah, that's not bad, is it? So you can see how stamping off gives you 2 different colors. I really, really like that. It's a great technique to use. That's why it's so important to play with your stamps when you get them. All right. Now, I thought that was a leaf, but it's actually a wing. So I'm just going to put them aside because, here, I'm going to put that back. I have the bird sitting on the Stamparatus already. Here's a flower. Oh, I stamped it in green. Well, we'll do that for a minute. But you see how it's how it's distinctive? Really pretty. But we need a blue flower, don't we? I think so. Here we go. I'm really liking this color combination. So this is our new Misty Moonlight Blue. And I don't have my baked brown sugar yet, but I will. Oh, it's not baked brown sugar. Listen to me. That's an old color. I'm showing my Stampin' Up! Age. I'm talking about cinnamon cider. Sounds like fall, doesn't it? Okay, what else do we need to do? There's a cute little guy here, and I'm not sure what it is. So I'm going to stamp it in brown. I'm not sure if it's a leaf. I really, really don't know. Or if it's part of the bird. I wonder. Let's see. Well, I guess you could add shading to the leaf. But, you could make your own flower. That looks kind of cool. That looks like maybe what it's meant to be. Sometimes you just have to play and see. There's also a cute little heart in here. So with two birds, you kind of like lovebirds, right? You want to, I don't have red sitting here, so we're just going to do a green heart. Isn't that cute? Okay, now it's time for the birds. So when I saw this bird with his tail, it reminded me of a swallow. And swallows are blue and brown. And I also wanted to use the new in colors, so that's what was my thought process. All right, so we have the Stamparatus. The benefit of having the Stamparatus is you can do two birds at once, okay? Steaming hot Florida, you know what? You can have it. I don't want it. I really, really, really don't like hot weather. I just drooled. Good thing you couldn't see that. Okay, so here I have the birds inked up in cinnamon cider. So here they are, whoops, full strength, distinctive. Now flip your paper. Do not ink up your birds again. So now they're inked, stamped off, and they're going to be lighter. See? Now we flip the paper again. So we're back to the dark one. We're going to take our plate off. Here, it's gone. I have a new plate with the second layer of the birds on here. So now we're going to use the Misty Moonlight. And you can't, well, you know, I can slide it over here. It's not nice when you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so, and my one bird is better than my other one. But when they get cut out, they're not bad. You can see that this bird has a little brown edge, but who's to say that he's not meant to be that way? So flip it, and we're going to do the light color. There. And then, my thought process here, this is the male bird, and this is the female bird, because the females are always lighter. Now, there are framelits to cut these pretty birds out. And now, I think, I'm just going to move my Stamparatus, and then I'm going to bring in this wing stamp. I'm going to move the legs. Got to be careful that I don't lose anything. It's a stamper's nightmare that we lose things. See? The wing goes like so. So, I'm going to add another layer of baked brown sugar in here. See? And that just gives it a slightly darker... See, now this wing is different again, I think. Let's have a look. Oh no, that works. Isn't that cute? Now, this is stamped off. I'm going to do it on this side too, just to give them... Okay, now for the other one, I'm going to stamp off. And then... There. It just adds a subtle extra layer of color. They look really nice, don't they? So you can just totally customize these birds to anything you want. Okay, now I'm going to show you the framelit. Okay, so we have this edge one. We have this circle one. See? Isn't that nice? The circle, the two birds, the legs. So we've got long legs and short legs. And I have to tell you a kind of funny, sad story. When I was a teenager, my uncle, my dad's only brother in Canada, was in a farming accident in a corn picker. So those are the short legs. And he got stuck in the corn picker and it chopped off his legs. But he was stuck in there for hours. And when he came out, he was the first person to ever learn to walk on 2 fake legs. His legs were off right above the knee. And so he had his long legs, and those were his Sunday legs. And then he had his short legs that he wore during the week. And so the bird legs reminded me of that. But that man was very tenacious. He picked up where he left off, and he lived a good life. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I did with these. Let's have a look-see. So I decided I wanted to cut this window in the card. So that's what it does. It cuts out a window. That's what happens with that circle die. Then I cut out a long leaf, and I cut out a white one, and I cut out a little edge. See, just so that you could see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it all yet. I cut out a nest and the birds. Let's have a look, see. So we have these birds, and we also have these guys. See how pretty that is? So you can do all kinds of things with this amazing set. I have tons of eggs. See, I have them all in different colors. So what I thought we would do is take a piece of Whisper White and put it in behind. That'll be our start so that this really shows up nicely. So I'm going to put that down. That's the easy part. There we go. So yes, even through the vicissitudes of life, it's important to maintain a sense of humor. He became known in the community as Shorty because he'd walk around everywhere with his short legs. So then he was very, very short. See? Now, I thought it would be fun to have the nest poking through, but I want it to go down a little bit lower. I don't have a pencil, but a pencil would be great because I could leave a mark, but I'm going to do it so that this line has to be in the middle of the nest. Okay? Hopefully I'll remember. Okay. So the line goes in the middle of the nest. There we go. And I want a few eggs. And the eggs are going to be different. There's going to be a dark egg, and a medium egg, and a light egg. So I have my glue dots. I'm going to put a glue dot on each egg. Here we go. And I'm just going to try to lift my... There, one. We're creating a scene that's going to show through the window of the card. And you know what? They don't all have to be pointy side up. Got to think outside the box. There. These would be fun for Easter too, wouldn't they? Easter eggs. I'm a sucker for anything birds. And you know, this one is going to be laying on its side. See, and that way we get a little bit more interest, right? That looks more natural than them all poking up the same way. So let's see how that's looking. Isn't that looking good? Now, we have to decide. Oh yeah, Mama Bird usually sits on the egg. So, we're going to give Mama Bird a little bit of a makeover. We're going to give her a little wing treatment. She just needs a little bit more color. She's looking a little washed out. There we go. That's kind of cute. And... Oh, I was looking for my blender pen. Oh, I do have it. Okay. I made a mistake. The wing isn't exactly where it should be. So we're just going to spread it out a little. And I have a little bit on my block. There. Now she's a bit softened. Okay. So let's have a look. She is going to sit on her nest. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. And... we have to find a role for Papa Bird, I think. Yeah. See, I don't want I have to be careful that her tail isn't sticking out past the card edge. Isn't that just so cute? It's looking good. Papa's coming in for it, but he can't, look, Papa can't be sitting on nothing. That would look silly, right? So, we have a tone-on-tone branch here. And if I go like this... Mama Bird has a little bit of camouflage going on. Let's see. And then Papa can sit right here. I like that. Okay, I am just going to grab my silicone mat. Okay, so the silicone mat is your best friend. I could get a sponge and Tombow, but I'm feeling lazy. So I'm just going to take my fast fuse and just go right over top of that branch. Whoops. It's like stringy spaghetti, which is why people didn't like fast fuse. That's enough. It's super strong. I'm just dabbing it a bit. It's stuck to my finger. That's okay. All right. Move it out of the way. And let's have a look-see. It's just, I don't want it too... There we go. Papa Bird will cover up my little gluey mess. And Papa Bird... Oh, I just had a thought. Okay, so I thought this is too stark. See, that gives you two different types of birds. It doesn't fit right. Like, this is artsy-fartsy and this is real life. But I didn't feel like taking those little legs. Let me have a look. Here. See, this is a leg that's cut out the wrong way. Remember, they go two different ways? And here is a leg that's cut out the proper way. See how they're right in there? So, yeah, make sure you know that there is a difference. Okay, so maybe I'll use the legs that I cut out and see what happens. See, so, but I think, okay, Patty's watching. Patty, you're the artist here. I think this is wrong. Does the longer leg have to be? No, I think it's good. All right, I'm trusting my judgment. That looks natural. So if you didn't want to do those legs, you could just cut the legs off of this one and tuck it in behind if you didn't feel like doing that cutting. I might do that at some point, but not yet. We're going to put some glue on the body of the bird. There. And then we're going to get the silicone mat again because I don't want this sticking to paper. Lay the legs down and then lay your bird on top. See? There we go. And now we're going to put a few dimensionals on the back of our bird so we can pop them up on the branch. There we go. Oh yeah, I do have a sponge. Good. Oh, I'm having troubles. So remember the trick? Push it down, and then the little things stick up and away they go. Perfect. Okay. There. He's gonna... Oh, look at that. He's taking a look. He's like, hey dear, what's going on? Is everything okay in the nest over there? Isn't that just so cute? So now there's no words in this stamp set. So you can write some words on the bottom here, or I think this is too busy. This white is too stark and busy. I did think, and we might do this, I think, I have to see if what color my sponge is. That's green and brown. Okay, let's have a look. I want to make a mask. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm just playing, right? Oh, we'll see if this worked after I moved it. Let's have a look. See, a bit more over here. That does look kind of cool, doesn't it? And I'm just going to add a little more sponging so that it's not quite so stark. And we might as well carry that theme on all the way around. Give a little bit of depth to our card. And there we go. That's pretty cute, isn't it? Now, I don't know. Watch, we're going to add some green leaves in the inside of our card. See, isn't that cool? But, oh yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, back with the silicone mat. I'm loving this stamp set. I knew I would. This is one of the prizes for tonight's bingo. Oh crap. I just took a leaf off my tree. This is why you use a sponge and Tombow. Okay, laziness does not always pay off, people. There. But I have salvaged my leaf, and it goes down here, and no one will be the wiser. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And you could add more leaves. I have another one. Yeah, why not? Why not? And, oh goodness. Well, I was gonna make it count for something. I guess I can. Let's have a look here. Definitely get inky fingers doing this, but that's okay. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Anyway, I really like this. This is nicer than just the branch in regular green. And I'm going to put that like that. Now, back to the silicone mat. And then we're going to finish off this video with a note card, because I'm on a note card kick. I think everybody should have note cards and envelopes in their repertoire. How cute is that? Now, you have to make sure that you rub off the extra ink. And if you've got inky fingers, that's okay. There's a little brown from the tree. Yeah, let's have a look. There. And then we could sponge a little blue, but I think my sponge is, oh, maybe I have another one. See, because my sky is looking a little bit stark. So, I should have done this before it went in, but I didn't think about it. That's okay. Not bad for a play, is it? Oh, a little bit of green went in there. That's okay. A little shadowy from the leaf. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Okay, let's do a little bit of simple stamping. And here we have my note card and envelope. Give it a nice crisp fold with the bone folder. And let's see if we can find our branch. Okay. So, we'll start with a branch. And I'm wondering if I should have more than one branch. Well, this is playing, so we're going to play. I need to clean. You know, cleaning is not fun. I know, it's true, Allison, I agree. The inside of the card is just as nice. It would make a great card front. This card has Sherry written all over it. Sherry is one of our team members, and she loves birds too. And that's a great thing. There. And we're going to see what kind of a good nest builder I am. And now, I wonder, oh no, we don't. The leaves are not left on a block. That would be too easy. So here we have our leaves in green. Now, oh goodness, there. And I'm wondering, I'm just going to, that looks pretty nice, doesn't it? You see, you have to just let go a little bit and not be too concerned about the perfection of things. Stamp off. There. Okay, it's looking good. Now I want my nest. I'm not remembering to clean. This is not good. And I have this glasses white thing on there that I keep wanting to grab. That would be so bad. Okay, here we go. We have our nest, and the nest is going to be just on part of the way. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? And we want to add a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to come in with cinnamon cider. Look at that. See? Doesn't that look great? Now, I should have, I know what I want to do. Okay. So we're going to take our sticky note, and I'm going to use it upside down, and I'm stamping it on the sticky note. Okay? So here we go. Oh, I'm going to be a very bad girl. I'm using my ribbon scissors. Don't tell anybody. I just need the top of it. So I'm just going to go a little bit here. And the reason is because I want it to make it look like my bird is sitting in the nest. Okay. Let's see. Here's the bird. Yeah. Okay. I keep having to take things off of blocks. And baked brown sugar bird. And now we need his insides. Okay. And that is going to be in the Midnight Muse. And I'm trying to, well, that's not too bad. See, and then you take the mask out and look, he's sitting in the nest. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, that's great. I'm so happy. So then all I would do is maybe stamp a sentiment on the top or even leave it blank. I could sponge around my edges if I wanted, but that's just a simple note card and envelope. Here's the envelope. And let's see, we'll give him a little bird. See, the bird looks fine just like that too. And then watch, if you take your blender pen and then just color him in. The ink pulls out a little bit. And we've got ourselves a cute little blue bird. Right? And then if you wanted to, if you guys are patient, I can grab some yellow. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to let you look at the stamp set. And instead of just a regular yellow, take a look. Oh, don't you love my Zeeuwse knopje? Yes, the Zeeuwse knopje has a story. I had just earned the Thailand trip when I knew I needed to get divorced. But right before Thailand, I was in Holland, and I took my wedding ring off, and I wanted a big ass Zeeuwse knopje because that's my heritage and that's my love. So, yeah, thanks. So I have Bumble Bee here, which is a really nice, deep yellow. Oh, isn't that just so cute? And then maybe we should give him some legs. I'm going to move the eggs. And now I have to decide. See, that doesn't look right with the longer one and the shorter one. Let's try this one. I think, you know what? There's another one. And that's why we have the other one. We have some really short ones. Here we go. That's what we need. And we'll use soft suede. See? Oh, that's so funny. He's got backwards legs. The legs go two ways as well. These legs were meant for the other one, but we're not going to talk about that. So unless you're really paying attention, but now you know you have to be careful which way the legs go, because the legs do not belong. Here, let's do a little experiment. So these ones go for that bird, see? And then the other ones, let me clean this. Okay, so you have to be careful with your bird anatomy. They are not the same. There's legs for each bird. Oh goodness, did I do it backwards again? I didn't, did I? Maybe I did. No, I didn't. Okay. You know what? If I don't know, I think other people aren't going to know. But there are definitely a set of legs for each bird. All right, guys. Next time I will make something with these pretty detailed birds as well. They're very nice. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I hope you all have a nice weekend. Tomorrow is Gerard's birthday, and he is very sad because we had a totally different idea of what we were going to be doing for birthdays this month. There's a slight chance that I can fly out on Wednesday. So the EU has not made it official yet, but we're hoping. So here are the cards again in the middle of my mess. This one and the simple stamping one. So have fun. Thank you so much. I am so thankful for each one of you. Oh, thanks, Ruby. That's so sweet. But you know what? We get to join each other here. And remember, if you're joining in the Facebook Live tonight for the bingo party, I'll see you at 7. Bye.